intuitive approach or intuitive approach of Shankara's Vedanta, that is secrets about Adhyasa and Adhyaropa Apavada Nyaya revealed by Sri GangoLLi DB, published by AdhyAtma PrakAsha KAryAlaya, Bengaluru, HoLenaraseepura. In this, we have seen two sessions, introductory sessions or preface. Next, we shall start the subject proper. So, in this third session, let's again here introduction, question and answer type. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Dr. Krishnamurti Shastri, Dambe, Punacha, Bantwala Taluk, Dakshina Kannada Jilli, Karnataka, Bharata. Question 1. What is meant by Vedanta? Answer. Veda means that Shastra or science which expounds extrasensory phenomena not within the ambit or purview of perception, pratyaksha, inference, anumana, and such other empirical means of knowledge, laukika pramanas. In that Shastra, it has been mentioned that a person should perform certain karmas or actions, rituals or rites in order to attain certain good invisible fruits or results, as well as that he should not perform certain other karmas so as to be able to avoid or parry certain undesirable fruits or consequences. In this manner, that part of the Veda which is of the nature of injunctions, vidhi, and prohibitions, nishedha, is called in religious parlance Shastra. Thus, Shastra means it should be done in this manner and it should not be done in this manner. Shasti iti Shastram. However, there is in addition another part in the Vedas which expounds the ultimate or absolute reality, Paramartha Tattva also. Because this later part expounds the reality, Tattva, it is also called Shastra. Shinashti iti Shastram alone. Because of the reasons that it determines the reality expounded or enunciated in the Vedas, and that textual portion is to be found at the end of Aranyakas, which are also a part and parcel of the Vedas themselves. Those Vedic portions or texts which expound the ultimate reality are themselves called Vedantas only. Because those texts contain the secrets of the ultimate reality which is beyond the purview of the senses as well as the mind, those texts have been given another conventional name of Upanishads also. Next question. Which is that entity which is called Vedantartha? Second question. Artha or the entity that is enunciated in the Vedanta is that Paramartha or ultimate Vedantartha. Absolute reality, which is the very essence of being of the whole universe. That reality has been called in the Upanishads by various names like Atman, the essence of being self, Paramatman, the ultimate reality or being, Brahman, that absolute reality of the essential nature of eternally pure, eternally conscious, eternally free, that is Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Swarupaha, and the immutable entity, that is Aparichinna. Akshara, that entity without any special qualities or characteristics and indestructible. Purusha, that entity which pervades everywhere. Satyam, reality existing entity, really existing entity, etc. In a manner of speaking, all the phenomena or entities that have been taught or expounded in Vedanta Shastra or the spiritual science of Vedanta are fit to be called Vedantartha indeed. Behind all those phenomena or objects, that prime principle which is the very substratum for them all is in intuition, and hence the title of this book has been based on it, so as to suggest that intuition, acting as the very locus or basis for all genuine Vedantic teachings of Adi Shankara, is itself the basis for all deliberations mentioned herein. Third question. Who is qualified to listen to the spiritual teachings or precepts of Vedanta? Those who wish to listen to and learn this spiritual science and attain and thereby its profound fruits or benefits should necessarily possess four qualifications of ನಿತ್ಯ ಅನಿತ್ಯ ವಿವೇಕ ಇಹ ಅಮುತ್ರ ಅರ್ಥಭೋಗ ವಿರಾಗ ಶಮದಮಾದಿ ಷಟ್ ಸಂಪತ್ತಿ ಮುಮುಕ್ಷುತ್ವ. ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್, nitya anitya viveka means the steadfast belief which is the resultant of a viveka or intuitive deliberation to the effect that whatever fruit or benefit that is got as a result of some mediatory means of action uh, or kritaka is truly anitya or non eternal. Whatever is achieved in this world, loka, is in truth anitya indeed. For every now and then, all those achievements are acquisitions are dissipating, degenerating, kshaya swabhavaha. In a similar manner, whatever happiness to be enjoyed in other worlds, herefore to be acquired as a result of dharma or religious deeds or merits in this life, here in this life, is also dissipative and hence impermanent alone. In this Nitya Anitya Viveka, the unique teaching that for the sake of such non eternal transient happiness, whatever sadhana or effort is put in, however much firm and strong it may be, that result benefit will be at best proportionately lasting or durable, but can never be everlasting or eternal, is implicit. Second one, Iha Amutra Artha Bhoga Viraga. That high sense of renunciation, Vairagya, is mere enjoyment born as a result of the above mentioned Viveka in one, and by getting rid of any kind of hankering after achieving or acquiring any particular thing or objective, either in this present world of this birth or any other world of the next birth, and enjoying it, is called Iha Amutra Artha Bhoga Viraga. Third one, Shamadamadi Shat Sampatti. One who practices the six physical and psychic disciplines or human excellences like Shama, control over the inner instrument of the mind; Dama, control over the external instruments of the five senses; Uparati, introvertedness; Titiksha, forbearance; Shraddha, one pointed dedication; and Samadhana, equipoise of mind. He alone will be able to attempt to intuit or cognize the ultimate reality of Atman with all steadfast dedication. These six disciplines are very essential for any sadhaka or seeker to undertake the next higher and profound spiritual practices, which will enable him directly to intuit his essential nature of pure being consciousness, bliss of Atman. Here, in this context, the seeker should remember that since Atman is his eternal being and not a resultant product or fruit of any physical or mental action, all these disciplines are meant in the ultimate analysis for the cleansing of his psyche or mind of all its dross in the form of desires, distractions, aims, and objectives in this mundane world. Nay, in other words, too. From this standpoint, the six disciplines will acquire some extra meaning and significance, like Shama means controlling the mind so as to allow it to stray out in thinking about objects or phenomena in the external world. Dhamma means keeping the five senses too in check accordingly. Uparati means giving up all attempts and actions to acquire external objects or seek any objective by the subtle practice of introvertedness. Titiksha means the capacity to withstand or bear with the suffering posed by the pairs of opposites like cold and heat, pleasure and pain, etc. Shraddha means the unflinching or uh, unstinted faith to the effect that surely and certainly the path of attaining the final goal of human existence, Purushartha, will accrue with the aid of the scriptural sentences, Shastra Vakya and Guru Vakya. Samadhana means the capability of maintaining the equipoise. Guru Vakya is not mentioned here. Okay, I have added. Samadhana means the capability of maintaining the equipoise of the mind without allowing it to get perturbed or disturbed by external environmental conditions or situations. Getting a mastery over all these six disciplines alone is called here the Shat Sampatti, or the sixfold wealth or asset of all human beings. The last fourth one, Mumukshutva. Nityanitya Vastu Viveka, Yamutrartha Bhoga Viragaha, Palabhoga Viragaha, Shamadamad Shat Sampatti, Mumukshutvam. One who has an innate desire to perform karmas and to enjoy their fruits, such a person keeps on performing karmas over and over again and unavoidably gets repeated births in order to reap the relevant fruits and enjoy them. Thereby, he becomes fully bound by this vicious circle of janma, karma, bandha. A burning desire of the type, how best can I get rid of this bondage alone, is termed here mumukshutva. And one who has acquired these above mentioned spiritual disciplines called Vivekadi Sadhana Chatushtaya alone is the fit person for Vedanta Shravana or listening of the Upanishadic teaching, which is of an esoteric essence indeed. So, we have finished 3 questions and answers. Next, we shall continue in the next session from the fourth question. And this ends the third session of this intuitive approach of Shankara's Vedanta by Sri GangoLLi DB. ಶ್ರೀ ಗಂಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಡಿ ಬಿ ಚರಣಾರವಿಂದ ಅರ್ಪಿತಮಸ್ತು. ಶ್ರೀ ಶ್ರೀ ಸಚ್ಚಿದಾನಂದೇಂದ್ರ ಸರಸ್ವತಿ ಚರಣಾರವಿಂದ ಅರ್ಪಿತಮಸ್ತು. ಸರ್ವೇ ಜನಾಃ ಸುಖಿನೋ ಭವಂತು. ಓಂ ತತ್ಸತ್. ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಾರ್ಪಣಮಸ್ತು.